Well, hey everybody, welcome to the June Energy Update with Masters Energy Healer, New Paradigm Shaman, Bonnie Serratore. My name is Caroline Oceana Ryan. I'm a channeler, and I'm so glad you're here. We're both very glad you're here today. And please also keep in mind, even if you're not looking at this live, the energies are embedded in the recording. They're still going to reach you. All right. And that's the way it is with all of Bonnie's work. She works out of space time. She just it stretches to all dimensions and places. So you can be really glad of that. And we're going to be talking about the energies of June, and then Bonnie also will do a group energy clearing for everybody. And then Cynthia, who basically runs everything, is going to choose one person out of the live chat. And then whatever their question is, I will channel an answer from their spirit team, and also the collective, the group of higher beings that I work with. So fantastic. Bonnie, we're completely open to hearing about June and what it holds for us.
Yeah. I mean, every month is something very different. And June is, we titled it, Cynthia comes up with great names, but turn up the heat. Okay, turning up the heat. So, you guys, if you thought you were skating or sailing through, guess again. Okay, so I have to say this because I had a realization just a couple of days ago of the June turning up the heat for real. Because something was happening. I don't remember now because I moved through it, but there was something. I'm going, oh, this is it. This is turning up the heat. So, what's happening is the subconscious is literally getting more deeply activated. So energetically, when I'm, tracking the energy, looking at the energy, coming up with the title, the energy has like this, like a heat, like there's all this intense heat, and that heat is penetrating the world, the earth itself, but it's penetrating the body, and it's penetrating into the subconscious. And what it's doing is it's like burning. That's like a fire that's activating really deeply buried subconscious wounding. Okay. All the carryover from past lives. So if you've been kind of skating and not squeezed too hard, this month is gonna push it. Okay. It's gonna take it and really push things to the limit, so to speak, so that you're going to be having some kind of experience where you're going to be having reactions. You might actually start having understandings and realizations as well. I mean, that's what happened for me. I mean, when I realized, because I knew it was about the June turning up the heat, I knew that it was activating the subconscious, but what it was doing, it was showing me, it was making things more available, more understandable. You know what I mean? It's like having some kind of reaction, and then the understanding, oh yeah, this is that June turn up the heat. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. It's bringing things that I didn't know to the surface. And that's what I wanted to say is this June turn up the heat, literally, it's going to be bringing deep subconscious energies, unconscious wounding, all that, the garbage in there that keeps us from our heart opening. It's going to be like bringing it up. Okay. It's like it's in that burn into the subconscious, burning it. And then, so you'll be having experiences where maybe people will say something, maybe someone will do something, and you're going to be having these reactions. You're going to be having activations. And if you can remember that this is part of your journey, part of the soul's journey, part of the soul's ability to evolve is through these facing oneself, these activations that are hitting the subconscious wounding deep inside. Because if there's no activation happening, if there's no reactions or triggers, you're not expanding in awareness. You're not growing. Okay. It's through the unraveling of the wounding that's in our subconscious that we free up our energy and open the heart. Okay. I'm just going to remind everybody, you're the absolute true purpose that you're here is to open your heart and completely be yourself. Okay. We don't know who ourselves are, and that is our purpose. Right here on planet Earth, heart wide open, we're in a state of unconditional love. Therefore, we're no longer afraid to share what we feel. We're no longer to express ourselves. We're no longer afraid or holding back or hiding, what we want, what we need. There's an openness. There's no thought. When your heart's open, there's no thought about anything. You're just being yourself. You're sharing the gift of you. That is your true purpose. So all these things that are happening, like right now, like turning up the heat in June and all the other energy updates that we've done, it's all about the soul waking up. It's about the soul clearing and unraveling and healing the misperceptions and the conclusions and the beliefs and the poor me's and the victimizations and the jealousies and the envies and the greediness, all of that, because it's not who we are. Okay, so anything in the subconscious that is causing you to be greedy, to be hateful, to be mean, to be cruel, to be jealous, to be like a victim, the poor me, to feel helpless and hopeless, this energy is helping to bring all that wound into the surface. How it happens is through other. It can be events or situations or people, okay? People in your life, people close to you, love relationships, work relationships, children relationships, parent relationships, anything and everything can activate you. But the key is when you go into some kind of emotional reaction, that you remember what's happening.
Yeah.
If you remember what's happening, then you won't be making it about somebody else. People, this is what we do. We have a reaction and why are you hurting me? It's your fault. You did this. It's your, I'm forsaken. God's punishing me. It's like anything but the self. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is we create our reality 100%. None of these things would be happening if you didn't have any angst, beliefs, all this garbage in your subconscious. Okay. So it's important you understand and realize that you create your reality 100%, and you start taking responsibility for that. It will start to change how you interact with others. Okay. So in that turning up the heat in this June, the month of June, turning up that heat, it's going to be like on fire. Okay. It's like some of the deepest stuff that you didn't even know existed in your subconscious is going to get activated, and you're going to be having all kinds of angst. You're going to have all kinds of, trauma or being angry or frustrated or feeling sad or feeling helpless and hopeless. Whatever your issues are, whatever your theme is, it's going to be in your face. So I'm just going to say, you guys, this is going to be vitally important that you let yourself go through whatever's happening. You go through this energy that's coming up in your subconscious because it's inside of you. Okay. So when we think of that energy, when we think of the turning up the heat, I mean, on one hand, it's like, hooah, look out, turn up the heat. I don't know if I can handle any more heat. But the thing is what it's doing is, like when I watch the energy, that heat, like I was saying earlier, it literally comes into the subconscious and it's like a heat, like a burning heat. So the stuff that was really the old stuff, like when I look at the subconscious, often I see like in layers. Okay. The top layers are the more recent lifetimes or even this lifetime. Okay. As I go deeper, it goes into the further back into the past lives. Okay. The older. Okay. And so as that June heat is hitting that, what it's doing is it's going into the deepest stuff in that subconscious, which would be the most ancient of your soul's traumas, and that's getting activated. Okay, so there could be things like a lot of survival stuff. You know what I mean? Like worried about survival, life and death. Like, are you going to die? And what's dying all about? That's one other thing I had too. Is like I had it. So I don't remember, you guys, but it was just like a few days ago. I was like, oh, I could be dying. Oh, okay. That's okay. How do I feel? And I started asking, how am I feeling about that? Am I afraid to die? Am I, do I want to, and I got all this download around it. We all do it. We're attached to the body, but, we're attached to things like, the family or who's going to take care of the, you know what I mean? And then when I was going through that, it was like, that feeling, they're just not like they once were. So it's like, okay, oh yeah, if it's time, it's time. It's like I could feel myself, okay, whatever, relax into it, let go. Who cares? I didn't care. So that was good. But the deep stuff is going to be activated. So when we think about life, death, survival, it could be the finances. It can be, relationships, your jobs, taking care of your families, things of that nature. So the deep survival energy, life, death, survival is really going to get activated. And if we kind of look around the world, that's what's happening. I mean, people are starving to death. Okay, we're talking that's survival, right?
Yeah.
So they're living it. Okay, but people here that are on a path, when you understand what's happening, then you navigate things differently. You see things differently. You react differently. You respond rather than react. Okay, so as that energy is coming in, it's like a fire. And things that were like black, hidden, ancient, like crusty, old, the oldest, traumas, that fire is literally activating it, waking it up, so that those deepest stuff around survival, life, death, survival stuff is coming up. It's going to get activated. It's going to come to the surface. It's going to come into awareness. And it's not going to be like a fun thing. You might feel like, wow, I feel like I could die. I feel, and then the trauma of it. And when you think about things like being hungry, like maybe not too many people here know that one, but being hungry is an extremely painful. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I lived that. And I mean, I've lived many things. Okay. One of them, I know what it was like to be truly hungry. So, we have all these experiences in this lifetime, but we got all the other ones where we actually died from things, from the survival thing. So that's what's going to start coming up, is the deepest places in the subconscious are literally going to be activated. And when you go into that survival mode, people, it's like, like that, oh, maybe I can't buy food, or maybe I can't pay my rent, or whatever that is for you. There's all this energy inside, this massive trauma. But if you can remember, it's not really coming from this lifetime. I mean, yes, okay, for example, yeah, I did live through starvation, okay? I lived through many things, but not to the point where I died, okay? So this isn't about the death part of it. It's about living. It's about now stepping out of all of that horror of all the different ways we have died and tried to survive. It's not happening right now, except for there's different peoples in different parts of the country that it's happening for. But basically for us right here, right now, it's about surrendering to and letting these energies move up and out of the body, okay? So again, if we look at that energy, that survival, so all kinds of survival things will come up, and all the traumas of it all will start to come up. And the key is to remember that it's just energy, and that energy just needs to be felt, okay? Here's the thing about healing at a soul level. The soul has to know itself in these emotions. If it doesn't, it'll recreate. And this is why we're living what we live. There's a recreation that's happened and has been happening for hundreds and hundreds of lifetimes. And now is the time for us to get through it, to move through all of that energy, all of that crisis, all of that horror. And if we can just surrender and let these energies move, then it's like a lifting, lightening up. And then what happens is, then we really are more heartfelt, more heart open, sharing the gift of who we are. And we're feeling happy. We're feeling joy. We have laughter, even though it's been raining almost every day here for months. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. Overcast, or at least overcast and rain, mostly rain and overcast. But where's the sunny days? Okay. So, it's like, this is what is. And the ability to just kind of flow with what is what happens when the heart is more open. So it's important for people to just like really get this. It's like you're creating your reality. Your higher levels are trying to activate the old wounding so that your soul can know it by going through it and feeling it while staying conscious and present in the body while you're letting your heart break or in terror, fear, whatever that is. The energy lifts and moves. And then here, and lo and behold, all of a sudden, whoa, you're sharing the gift of you.
Okay.
Your heart's wide open. You've got unconditional love. You're no longer concerned or worried. You're laughing on your way to your death. Who cares, you know?
Oh, that is fantastic. My question is you're talking about, you talk a lot about going into our emotion fully. Mm-hmm. And not go into thoughts. Now, for me and a lot of other people who suffered trauma when they were young, you dissociate, you go up into your head, and then you learn to live in that survival level and also a sense of emergency or impending emergency. Something bad might happen. Mm-hmm. So then we're all focused on our thoughts and we're living through our heads. And so much about your work, Bonnie, says, no, come down into the heart space and into the emotion and really fully feel it. Is there sort of a step to get out of the constant obsessive thinking and into the heart space, especially when we're triggered by something? Because that's when I know, like, my mind will start spinning.
Right.
Explaining everything or trying to fix everything mentally.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the normal reaction is the mind kicks in because it's a preservation survival thing. Yeah. So you have to. So, I mean, for me, I know how to do it. So it's very simple. When I have I could be in my head, but I also have the ability, no problem at all, to feel what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, here's an emotion. So what you do, people, is, okay, you got activated. Your mind is starting to spin. And you can feel, okay, I'm in the story. Okay. But how's that story making me feel? So if you can, just check in, go, okay, how am I really feeling? I got the spin happening. What am I feeling? And then take your focus onto what you're feeling. Okay. And don't tell a story around it. Don't make story around it. Don't be judging it. What you're doing is you're paying attention to, okay, I'm feeling, okay, I feel like okay, I'm activated, my head is spinning, I'm into the story, I'm going to, it's like, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, maybe this is going to happen, wait, I'm in story. How does this make me feel? Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm feeling a little agitation in my chest, or I feel some tightness in my solar plexus. Okay, let me just feel into that. What is this? How is it? And then I just soften my body. I just let myself sink into the energy that I'm feeling. And then I'm trying to get a sense of, like, allowing myself, okay, I can feel this energy. What's the emotion? And then I just keep coming in, and pretty soon I might feel some kind of, maybe a little bit of a sadness, or maybe there's a little bit of anger, whatever's there. I just let myself have it. Okay. So the more I just keep coming into the feelings, then pretty soon I'm in them. Okay. Now, for some people, because they're so in their heads, and some people are numb. So things like, for example, have you ever seen a movie that somehow touched you and you did have an emotion? Then watch that movie again and then use it, okay? Or reading a book or hearing somebody else's story. Oftentimes that will trigger people, is hearing somebody else's story. And because it's the same energy is in them, but they're not feeling it, but they're feeling it when they're hearing someone's story. So I want to remind everyone, when you're feeling sorry for somebody else, or you think you're feeling sorry, you think you're feeling sad for them, all you're feeling is your own sadness, okay? So what I'm saying is, whatever gets you into a feeling place, use it, okay? If listening to someone's sad story and you start to feel sad, it's your sadness you're feeling. You can't feel somebody else's sadness. Okay, like this. I've done this before. I cut my hand, feel my pain.
Yeah.
You can't feel it unless you have some kind of cut on the body, something that's happened in the body. Then you go, oh, yeah. If you haven't, there's no relating. It's like, no big deal. Can't feel that, So you guys, what you're feeling is you, okay? You're not feeling somebody else. You're reacting to somebody else's story, somebody else's life, somebody else's trauma. If you're looking at the world, people starving to death, or you're looking at whoever the peoples are that are interfering and contributing to these people's death, whatever whatever causes you to have a feeling has some kind of reaction, use it.
Yeah.
It's just a trigger to activate the wound. Once you're in a feeling state, you don't need the story anymore, okay? Then keep going in deeper, keep surrendering. The moment you have a thought, you're not feeling. The moment you're in story, you're not feeling, you're not unraveling. Drop the story, come back to the emotions, have them, have them, have them.
Okay.
You know, and then eventually you'll get good at it.
Excellent. What will strike me sometimes, especially if I'm not alone, if I get triggered, what hits me is, oh, I'm not being brave or strong enough, or I'm showing emotion when others aren't feeling that. So you have this feeling, especially in US culture, we're all supposed to be very kind of tough and masculine and untouched, untroubled by what other people are going through. But this is this golden moment when you get triggered to go into that and to hell with what anybody else thinks or your own judgments. And something that helps me is to image like my 3-year-old self in the room. And she's telling me the truth. She's telling me why she's upset right now and why this happened. And this, you know, because they, maybe the parent or the sibling or babysitter, whomever, used to do this to me too, and I hated it. Or, you know, maybe a snide put down. Maybe they're mocking you, making fun of you, making you feel humiliated, or whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be physical or sexual abuse. But you registered that on a deep level. It happened in other lives. So then it's going to come up in this life as well. But that helps me so much. And then I, pick up that little one inwardly and hold her and tell her that I won't let that happen anymore. And you don't have to feel bad. You haven't done anything wrong, etc. That's part of how I deal with it, but also just letting the emotion out. One time I was watching something on TV about, or well, I don't have TV, but on video about the native boarding schools they used to put native children into. And I've probably told this story before, but I just started crying so hard. I had to stop watching this documentary. I was just so upset. And then it was like a light bulb going on. You were there. You witnessed this, or it happened to you. Right. And then once I let myself cry that out, now I'm fine. I'm calm. It's still an ugly image, what these children went through in US, Canada, Australia, etc. But I was able to finally connect. Okay, that's old wounding. That's old trauma coming up.
Right. Yeah. And then you were changed. And even though it's still true and happening, you're not in that reactive state anymore.
Correct. Yeah. That was kind of miraculous, and I give your your work a lot of credit, Bonnie, because I don't think I ever understood fully what was happening and why certain things would really bother me.
Oh, yeah.
Until you start explaining, well, you're getting triggered because this happened to you in another life. If it didn't happen in this life,
Yeah. That, I just remembered too, I'm doing this inner child series, and the next one is the father, I think.
Yes, I signed up for it.
Yeah. I mean, and it's the same, what you're talking about, Oceana, it's where, you're dealing with your own self, all these little inner aspects of you. So it's about helping people to learn how to do that on their own, but it'll change. They get changed. Okay. So, if people haven't gotten in on that one, you might want to. There's five of them. The mother was the first one, and the last one's father. But all of them were profound, like life-changing. Everybody's changed, but they're learning to do it on their own. So it's a great way to be able to do exactly what Oceana's talking about, connect with your own inner child, or find out when they talk to you, you'll start discovering things, and it'll be like, whoa, you had no idea, right?
Absolutely. Cynthia, I wonder, could you put that link to what Bonnie's talking about in the chat, because I haven't been able to find that, but it is coming up. I've got other stuff I'll announce that's coming up for Bonnie's clearings. But if you can find that in the, and put that into the chat, I don't know if it's under programs or it might be under clearings, but it's the Inner Child series. In fact, I might be able to find it that way. But or else, I don't know if you can do a search on the site.
I think she got it.
Did she get it? Okay. And I mean, these are so powerful. Yeah. shop/Inner Child series fathers. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. that, Bonnie's helped me so much with stuff that I went through in childhood and this life, which stretches back to what happened in many other lives. So you're not just healing how you feel about your childhood or youth or something that happened when you were an adult. You're not just healing that. You're going back hundreds and hundreds, maybe even a few thousand years or more.
Yes,
that happened.
absolutely.
Consciousness. Yeah. It's all in the subconscious. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all there, you guys. When we learn how to work with it, magic happens. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, like really awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Beyond Foundation also. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah.
Cool.
So, all right. Okay. So, Cynthia, I don't know if you chose someone for the channeling. Oh, sexual trauma module. First session is happening this Sunday. Excellent. And hopefully there's still room for more people, but look into it. Yeah. Yeah. So if you look at the Inner Child series and upcoming clearings, excellent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Icelandic Angel. Yeah, if you just, for the dragon healing program, if I can just plug that quickly, you just go to yourdivineuniqueness.com.
Yeah, put a little link. If we could put a link in there, that would be good.
Yeah. Let me see if this will do it. yourdivineuniqueness.com/Caroline, and it'll come up. That's the special offer. And it's a really great way to get either a recorded channeled answer or a half-hour session, as well as the program. I don't always offer all that. It's a lower price than you would generally pay just for the half-hour session. So take advantage, absolutely. So, all right. So Myra, if you can put your question in, that would be great. And then bring in the collective. But yeah, that's yourdivineuniqueness.com/Caroline is the healing for greater abundance and empowerment, wisdom and higher energies from the dragon tribes of the light. That's the program. And people are really loving it. I've gotten a lot of positive comments. So Myra, go ahead and write your question into the chat, my friend, and we'll look into that. I'm feeling also like, Bonnie, like all the shifts that are going on politically are also putting people into that basic survival instinct mode. And that's going to bring up a lot. So don't be surprised. I know the instinct is to just get angry at people who are making these huge cuts to air and whatnot and all the stuff, all the social programs. But there's always something beneath that. What's going on beneath it? The anger. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Myra, I don't know.
Is she still here? I mean,
she already put in her question. I'll look to see if the question's already there. Not seeing it so far. Cynthia, if you see it, please just let me know.
Is Myra still here? Are you still here, Myra?
Yeah, the question needs to be put in right now. So otherwise, Cynthia will just choose someone else. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
She must not be here. Okay.
I don't know. Do you want to do your group clearing first, Bonnie? That's what Cynthia is suggesting. Otherwise, Cynthia, just pick someone else,
Yeah, let's pick someone else. She's not responding.
We do that. Just go. So just, if you would, Cynthia, pick someone else. And yeah. And just write in your question.
I don't know. Oh, Remnock.
Okay, Remnock or Remrock. Please write your question in and include enough detail that the collective have something to go on. It's like a door opening. If you only say what's wrong with my cat, that's she entered her issue above. I don't see it.
I don't either.
Myra, I don't see your issue. Can you put it in, please? Yeah, but put your question in, honey. Okay. Oh, issues with relationships. What kind of issue with relationships? Please be specific. Do you feel betrayed, ignored, unappreciated? What's going on with that? Because very general answers will get very general. Very general questions get
you people, you need to understand. It's like you got to be clear. Okay, be really clear. These non-specific things, it's too general.
Yeah. And then you're just getting general help, and that doesn't go to the heart of it. It's, if you don't include details in these questions, everybody, it's like you've only opened the door a tiny crack, and that's not enough for someone to pass through the doorway. Yeah. What is the problem with the relationships? What's the issues, hon? Please write that in, Myra. We can see you're here. Yes. Unavailable partners are all I attract. Okay. All right. That's all right. I'm going to ask the collective to come in, please.
That's somebody else. That's Goose Mama. That's not Myra.
Oh, that's Goose Mama. No, Myra, I need to know what's going on with you and relationships, please. Sorry, Goose Mama. Well, that's, people picking on you. Okay. In family or coworkers or friends or your partner, who's picking on you? Okay. You have to be kind of a little more specific. Yeah. Okay. So Carrie Culito just put in something very specific. So that would be helpful. But Myra, who is picking on you, honey? Coworkers and friends. All right. So they're kind of mocking you or putting you down, or probably from now I can just ask your team, and I'm going to ask the collective.
Because she clearly doesn't quite understand.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not psychics, people. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll bring them in. Well, greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to have this time to speak with all of you again, as always. And so, all right, Myra, co-workers and friends sort of picking on you, making life harder for you, maybe making fun. Asking your spirit team to come in, please. And okay, yes. All right. Yeah, that's fine. They're saying you've had quite a number of lives, or 3 or 4 lives where this was a big issue. And you were the one in the village or in the clan or the working group to get made fun of. Maybe you were smaller in stature. Maybe you didn't seem very bright as far as other people are concerned. Or maybe you had an accent. You came in from elsewhere. And you kind of unconsciously opened yourself, they're saying, to being made fun of and put down because you wanted to learn what humility was like from that perspective. And you'd also had lives where you were quite the winner, as they say, and very accomplished and had a lot of money and status and friends who respected that. And then you flipped the script, as they say. You decided, all right, I'll come in and get a bit squashed, not completely, but what's it like to be the low person on the status ranking? And so what was the point of growth, please? Spirit team. Yeah, but this isn't the best way to learn humility, is it? All right, what was the point there? Tied into energy healing. Well, it was meant to teach you compassion, they're saying, for those who come across as weaker and smaller. There's something about energy healing in your life intention or your energies. At some point, it's something you wanted to do, if not in this, then in other lives. Let's just call forth all of these agreements in your life chart, in your blueprint. Yeah, there it is. We see it in your etheric blueprint. I get made fun of. I'm smaller than other people in the sense they think they can just roll over me and have a good laugh. Come on. Remove this, please, higher self. Is that all right? Yeah, we're done with that? Okay. Bring in a beautiful golden light down through the crown chakra to show you what it is to be in a place of wisdom, of compassion, of empathy, and understanding humility, but in the divine sense, in the divine wisdom sense. Just pouring that down through the crown chakra. We're going to ask the ego to release this wounding, please. We understand it was triggering past life situations, calling all of those past, present, future lives in which Myra may have experienced this, any sort of humiliation, feeling small, feeling life is difficult, people are hard and harsh on me, all of you into the circle of light right now. And you're going to toss that agreement to suffer this into that beautiful violet fire. We're also bringing in the white flame of the divine feminine. Wonderful. And that's a very powerful, everything getting transmuted back to pure energy. Can you let go? There's your child self. Can you let go, Del One? And you toss that away. It's not true that you deserve to get made fun of, mocked, humiliated, put down, any of it. Not true. Come on, let it go. It's not who you are. No, it doesn't pay back anything. Yeah, that's something your child self is thinking. If I take on this pain, others won't have to feel pain, or I'll have erased something bad that I did. Yeah, we see it. A lot of past life beliefs there. Let it go into the violet fire and into the white flame, working with your whole subconscious, putting your whole subconscious into that beautiful, brilliant, cool white flame. It doesn't burn, it only transmutes. Don't be worried about that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're seeing some abusers from the past who convinced you're still in the subconscious. Time to go. Come on, time to go. Go into the light. Let's go. Let's move it. Yeah. So you've got this expectation of being mocked or abused or humiliated or just picked on, as you say. You've got that in your subconscious. We're just going to pull that out of the etheric blueprint. Can you come out of that, please? Excellent. Into that beautiful transmuting flame. Yeah. Turning to pure sparkling light, and we're bringing in the divine wisdom your soul has desired from going through these issues and these painful moments in this and other lives. Wonderful. Putting all your child selves of all these different lives you have lived or are living now or will live, all of it, including all parallel realities, all universes, all backups, and clones, copies, all of it, all that nonsense. All existence, all realities. In that beautiful, sparkling light. The transmuting flames are here. That's it. Exactly right. Your younger self is saying, I don't need that anymore. I don't need to be made fun of. That's right. That's right. We want you to go back in your childhood, pick up that little one, as our writer was saying earlier, and say, I'll be your champion. I'll protect you. And we're going to start drawing a line with people. Now, that's the other side of it, to have clear boundaries. And just let them know, I don't like it when you joke that way. Or do I put you down? Say what you need to say. And your team is saying some of these people you could do to let go of, because they like having somebody to sort of, lean on, put a hand on, so they feel taller and stronger and better. And they're saying you don't need people like that in your life. What's going on with the training, please? Religious training. Into that violet fire right now and into the white flame, because this is not necessary. You don't suffer so as to help others or yourself. It isn't necessary to suffer anymore to grow. Say to your spirit team, guess what? From now on, I choose to live with joy. I choose to grow with joy. I choose the soul growth that comes with joy and fulfillment. I don't have to go through rough times just to move forward. Not for ascension, not for soul growth, not for anything. Just let it go and let your inner self know that, okay? Putting a huge light into that subconscious, because you've got all this programming, all this training, dear one. It says, put yourself down and let others do it. Then you're closer to God. The sackcloth and ashes, all that into the violet fire and the white flame as well. Come on. That's it. And in all groups, ancestors, relatives, spiritual teachers, quote unquote, or self-proclaimed authorities, trying to watch this one and hold her in place for that humiliation. You can forget it. All those agreements into the white fire. No, that's finished. You're done here. Into the light. Let's go, friends. Into the light. Stop tracking this one. Just stop. Ancestors, no. No, that's not a way to raise children, and that's not anything you need to pass on to this one. Into the light. That's it. Could you assist, please, Dylan? Thank you so much. Angels of transition assisting. That's it. For all time, space, all universes, parallels, all existence, all realities. No more. This one stands strong. Can you stand up? Can you sit up straighter in your chair or stand up straight? Head back a bit, not too far, but watch how you're standing. Watch how you're walking. Yeah. Shoulders back. Feel good about yourself. You're a child of the universe, a child of God, Goddess. You're full of light. There we go. Beautiful. Some beautiful light beings here imbuing you with memory of who you are in the higher realms. Wonderful, dear ones. All right. Spirit team, anything else here for the moment at least? Yeah. Okay, look, all contracts between this dear one and any family members from this or any life whereby they can put her down, abuse her, make fun of her, mock her, humiliate her in any way, that's finished. All time, space, all universes, parallels, all existence, all energies, all frequencies. You're done. That's it. No more. No more. No. And no more agreements with yourself, dear one, to accept that kind of put down. You think of yourself as a little child that you've got to protect and be kind to. Nobody else is going to protect her. You've got to do it. You've got to stand up for her. Wonderful. Thank you, dear ones. All right. Many blessings, dear one. Might want to listen to this a few more times. Much love. We'll bring our writer back now. Namaste. Okay, great. Thank you, Myra. Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
That's good. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Bonnie. Thanks for the help you might have tossed in there, which I always appreciate.
Yeah.
You're welcome, sweetie.
I'll go ahead and do the whole group thing. I want to say something, Byron. You know how you're saying you're having a lot of fear because of what's happening? Remember what I was saying earlier around going through that fear? That's what you need to do. Okay, I know you're talking about leave the country, but you're being activated. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, you're being activated deeply in the subconscious. You're having an emotional reaction. Let those emotions be there and drop into those emotions and go through them. What's being activated, Byron, this is for everybody, is deeper, older angst from past lives, sweetie, and in this lifetime as well, is reinforcing that. But now's the time for you to go through all this fear, all this terror, whatever's there. See if you can just keep dropping in. Let the energy move, okay? That's what everyone's being asked to do this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I like to stay with the theme, which is, turning up the heat in June. It's going in the subconscious. So I'm going to help with that subconscious stuff, you guys. And it's going to mean that things are going to come to the surface. Okay. So this is going to help. So Byron, I'm going to activate things. More stuff come to the surface. You surrender to it. That's your job. Okay. You surrender to it. You feel it. Die to it. Let it move. Cry it out. Rage it out. Whatever's there. Just all that terror, shaking terror. Okay. Let it move. Because that's what you're experiencing. All right. Now, everybody, just if you can, relax, lay down, sit comfortably. Call me in. Be right around you. And I'm just going to go right into that subconscious. Right into that. Right there. Yeah. Right into the subconscious. And now I'm going to be about that energy of the June, the heat frequency. I'm going to help it get even deeper into the subconscious because it's old stuff that has to get burned off. It has to. Otherwise, you'll be in horror, trauma forever. Okay. Now coming in to the subconscious, everyone's subconscious. I'm coming in with the fire of the June heat. Turn up the heat. That burning hot fire that's coming in. I'm going to go deep, deep, deep into the subconscious. I'm now going to go into the more ancient subconscious, where it's really old, like earliest of your incarnational experiences. Okay, coming in, bringing that fire in, the heat of that, turn up the heat in June, bringing that right into the subconscious. We're going to pierce the subconscious because it gets all dense, dark, black. Now we're coming in. I'm going to use that heat of June. There we go. Coming in. Ooh, there we go. Right into the subconscious, right into the depths of the subconscious. It is going to be hitting that life, death, survival stuff. Lots of really old, ancient experiences, traumas, horrors, crises that your soul has lived. Now we're just going to keep shatter. There we go. Now, some energies I'm going to be lifting up and out. That means you won't have to feel them. You're just going to feel shifted. Okay, you'll feel different. You won't have the same angst, same reaction, same feeling. It's like coming in. There's a lot of debris that I'm breaking up. It's like particles of energy, particles of emotion, particles of frequencies that are in your subconscious. Now I'm going to start spinning those out, releasing, release, spin out, all the way up into the light. There we go. And I'm going to come back in. Again, we're going to do it again. Bring in that heat, the June heat. Turn up the heat. Let's just blast now. Yeah, blast it. I'm going to blast it. The heat of the June energy, blasting, coming in, piercing, shattering. I'm going to start using some light spears to come into that subconscious. Light spears coming. There we go. Coming in, piercing that depths of the oldest, ancientest depths of darkness in the subconscious. Piercing it with those light spears. Now let that June heat, the fire of the June coming in. There we go. Turning up the heat, coming, there we go, coming in. Now from the inside, we've pierced into the blackest depth of the subconscious. Now we're going to start shattering from the inside, letting the energy start to burst and from the inside. There we go, right there, bursting from the deepest inside. Yes. Deep. Shatter. There we go. Let that energy start to shatter from the deepest recesses of that subconscious. Good. Now, there we go. No more debris coming out, more angst. All this is like traumas, PTSDs. This is life, death, survival. Lots of core stuff of dying, ways in which you have died, the horrors of what this is also causing fear. Okay, the horrible ways you have died. Atrocities that you have lived through death. Major. Let's start getting that major stuff out. Shatter. Releasing, release. Clear, lifting, dissolve. Energy is lifting out of that subconscious. Shatter. It's a major, deep black stuff, really ancient stuff. Stirring it up even more. Loosen it up. Hang on, what was that? Something's trying to hold it in place. What? Is this inside of everyone? Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. Does this have to do with military, government, 1%ers, alien? Yes. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, is this our own government? Yes, government. Okay, 1%. Yeah, they want to keep us stuck, keep us traumatized, keep us in fear, keep us disempowered. So there's an energy trying to holding stuff in place. I'm going to go after that energy. This is our own government stuff. This is the 1%ers. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to break it up anyway, shatter it. And that energy frequency that's keeping it bound like a magnet, like a little force field magnet thing. Yeah, I'm going to release that. We're going to start. I'm going to blow that thing up. Yeah, they're going to know I'm doing it, but it's okay. I just got the knowing to do that. Inside of everyone, these mechanisms, devices coming from our own government, and 1%ers that are trying to keep you stuck, keep you bound, keep you afraid, keep you traumatized, keep you in fear, disempowered. That's it. We are blowing this whole thing. Whoa. Okay, so now there's a mega thing out in the universe. There we go. It's a major thing. Just shatter, blow that thing up energetically, blow it up, shatter it, blast it. Suck! Suck! There we go. Good. There we go. Energy shatter. There we go. Now let's get the energy out of the subconscious, coming out. Coming into the subconscious now. Let's get that energy. Yeah, there we go. Now it can move. Yeah, it was like a force field holding it down. So yeah, keeping you stuck. Good. Now we're moving out those energies that are blasting from that subconscious. I'm going to come back into the subconscious. Yeah, bringing in that light again, bringing in that heat, the June heat, fire. Now, there we go. Melting. Ooh, this is good. Wow. All right, June heat, the June heat, like a fire, like molten lava. It's dissolving all this black, tarry energy, all this. Oh, it's like hard in the subconscious. Good news is it's going to dissolve it, melt it, disintegrate. You won't have to feel it, but you're going to feel lighter, freer, liberated, more liberated. There we go. So good. Let's just that heat, like a heat dissolving, melting. like lava just melts rock, okay? The hardest substance, and lava will melt it. So we're in the subconscious with the heat of June, melting all your old angst, melting, dissolving, disintegrating all this ancient, old wounding, all these frequencies in there, keeping you bound, stuck, keeping you small, keeping you afraid, keep you traumatized, enslaved. Yeah, never shine your light, never share the gift of you. Melting, dissolving, dissolve, 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 dissolving even more. All right, here we go. We got this. God, this is good. Okay, creation itself just showed me something. Now I'm going to bring in that light. I'm going to bring in the light of the all that is, the frequency of unconditional love coming right down from way up above you, coming down and through all the different levels of who you are, coming all the way down, coming right to the crown of your head, crown chakra, coming down, frequency of pure unconditional love and light, light of the all that is, God, creator consciousness, that frequency coming all the way down through the entire being, through the entire body, all the way down through all the chakra systems. Now it's going to penetrate into the subconscious, the frequency of unconditional love. Frequency of unconditional love coming into all these deep unconscious places in the subconscious, the most ancient places of feeling unloved, not enough, don't belong, don't matter, not important, yeah, no good, worthless, nothing, coming in, unconditional love and light, piercing into that subconscious. Now that frequency of God creator consciousness is working together with the heat of June, the fire of June, and the frequency of pure unconditional love. Now together coming in, all the misperceptions, conclusions, the angst, the hurts, the poor me's, the not loves, yes, light, dissolve, energy dissolving in that subconscious. There we go, good, pure, unconditional love. Now the frequency of love, pure love, unconditional love, and light in that subconscious, anchoring in deeper. There we go, into the depths. Right there, shifting, changing. Unconditional love is the key. So we got this intense, fiery energy, but the love, the frequency of love is key. Right there, neutralizing the beliefs, neutralizing the misperceptions, neutralizing the conclusions, neutralizing the pain, the evidence, the proof. Yes, that you're not loved, that you don't matter, you're not enough, you don't belong. Yes. There's something wrong with you. You're broken, you're shattered, you're crazy. Light, pure love and light. Dissolve the angst in here, the blackness, dissolve, melting away. Nice, melting energy in the subconscious, melting away. So the freak, there we go. Underneath it all, way underneath all of that is you, which is pure unconditional love and light. Right there. And let's start to meet the energy of the God creator consciousness coming together in that subconscious. Your energy, your consciousness, your heart, your pure love, merging with God creator consciousness, coming in as well, merging inside of you, inside of the heart. There we go. Light, pure unconditional love, dissolve, expanding, light, dissolve. Now lifting out even more gunk, even more debris, lifting, let the energy start to dissolve, disintegrate. There we go, disintegrating, let the energy frequency of pure love and light, becoming even stronger, brighter in the subconscious. You are that pure love and light, pure unconditional love. Nothing good, nothing bad, nothing right. All good, it's well, all is perfect. Yeah, good. Light. Now, just loving of the self, loving and accepting the self, taking care of the self, cherishing the self, honoring the self, respecting the self. Yes, protecting the self, making the self important. You matter, you're valuable, you're needed, you're necessary. Light. Moving all the way through the entire field now, not just the subconscious, but now moving through the entire being, entire body. There we go. More light, 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 light. Energy frequencies lifting, lifting, lifting even more. More coming up and out. Being liberated from your own subconscious, liberated from your own eggs, from misperceptions, beliefs, conclusions. Clearing, releasing, light, 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 light. Good. There we go. Good, good, good. Now we're going to keep that energy moving and put little powder wheels in here. Put little energy frequencies in the subconscious and little powder wheels. We're going to keep it going. Get this energy going. Get these people liberated. Get their hearts open so they know what it means to know unconditional love, self-love. There we go. Good. Good. All right. Now we're just going to begin to let go of all images, let go of all pictures. Just bringing your awareness right here in this moment, knowing movement shift has happened. It'll continue to happen. I've anchored in some little paddle wheels. I'll keep energies moving. You might get little flashes, memories, discarnate spaces, whatever. Just lifting, lifting. We're going to keep it in 72 hours, 3 days, all the way through the weekend. All right. Coming back to this moment, feeling yourself right here. When you're ready, just open your eyes and be here now.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Really amazing. I can always tell when I'm getting, those last 8 or 10 minutes, I'll feel like someone is slightly touching the top of my head when I'm getting, a download of divine wisdom or something.
Yeah.
It's totally cool. Yeah. So I was feeling that. I hope everybody really felt blessed by that. Goose Mama is saying, wow. Yeah, absolutely. Crystal Clear, you're asking, may I donate for a clearing? You can go to BonnieSerratore.com and look into Bonnie's work there, or you can go to AscensionTimes.com, which is my website, and certainly you can, get questions answered there. Don't worry about that. I was saying that was great. Thank you. Carrie Culito saying amazing. Thank you. Byron saying thank you so much, Bonnie. So yeah, a lot of people. Sahar saying it was powerful. Jean saying awesome time. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much for all your support for this beautiful work and Bonnie's updates, which I feel are very important because we're in an incredibly decisive time on the planet. And it's decisive for the planet as a whole and for individual countries and also for you and me as individuals. And I think that I would just say to everybody, listen to that again if you can, because it'll go deeper each time. Each of Bonnie's clearings go deeper each time, and that really touched on a lot. I felt it going all the way back, like when Bonnie was saying we're going back to that original incarnation. I felt it going all the way back. I thought, oh, this is interesting. I get mental images or emotions coming up, and that's fine. Just let things come up. If you need to cry, wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah, just let it. But you guys, I put paddle wheels in, so these things are going to keep going. Just remember.
Absolutely. Bonnie's Karma series also is a great help to clear lifetimes of negativity. So you can get all 4 of those clearings. Go to members.bonnieserratore.com/shop/karma-series. Okay. And what Bonnie has coming up there at the Karmic Box, Friday, June 13th. So that's in a week or so. And then a few weeks later, Karmic Wheel Cleanse. How cool would that be to be freed of just to get the hell off that hamster wheel for good? This is where we are on the planet now. We can do it. And then also Saroja, who's a wonderful accelerator. She's got a 3-part small group energy clearing series. 20% discount if you purchase all 3. And she's doing the obesity series, clearing body dysmorphia, which runs rampant, I know, in US culture. That's on June 19. And then the autism series, caring for a loved one with autism. Very, very important. And that's Saturday, June 28. So for that one, let me see here, members.bonnieserratore.com/small-group-energy-clearings. And if you didn't catch all that, that's okay. Just run this YouTube back.
Okay, great. It's up.
It's up in the live chat.
Good.
These are just irreplaceable, these clearings. I mean, what they've meant in my life just blows me away. In addition to which, in each clearing, the accelerator or Bonnie in particular will give you explanations of things you didn't even know were going on. They'll give you that higher vantage point, and it's just phenomenal. It's crucial at this time. Hamster wheel be gone, Goose Mama is saying. Absolutely. Yes, Saroja is great. Obesity series and autism series.
Yep.
Fantastic. So anything else you'd like to share, Bonnie, before we go?
Yeah, basically we're all in this together for real. Okay. And, the key is love, unconditional love. So that for me, I started at, that was my mission several years ago, and, it's changed me. But basically people, again, we're all exactly the same, only different. We're all going to the same place, and we want the same thing. We want to be happy. So use this work, let it shatter the misperceptions and let all this energy work that both Caroline and I both do, just it's profound, life-changing. So, just say yes. That will happen.
Absolutely. So much love, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, thank you to Cynthia as always, and to everybody here, live or on replay. Huge blessings and much love.
All right. Till next time. Bye.